why we do the testing, because it had the wrong mics picked up again. I don't know why, and it's all fucking quiet again. So I gotta fix that. Let me see. This is why I'm doing all this testing super early. But you gotta deal with me. That's the problem for you, I suppose. Yeah, why is it that low? I turned it up, dude. Now I'm good. Yeah, perfect. Right in the yellow, right where I want to be. Clips out when I get a little excited. Let's fucking go Beave, Kong, Jewelers Guild. Hell yeah. All right, cool. So, where we're at right now, I guess I can pull the cover off. Oh, I gotta make it so that stinger doesn't play. But I made a new border, ladies and gents, for this Champion Invitational, as you can see. So yeah, also this will be co-streaming live with, or in conjunction with, I should say, the Jewelers Mega over on the @Jewelers Crypto channel. So depending on how the bracket shakes out, I'm gonna probably DM Mega. But the original plan was that I would cover the bottom and he would cover the top half of the bracket. And I then got impulsive and went and bought a token off the bazaar to play. And so depending on where I land, we might need to change that up, because Mega should probably cast another game, because I'll be casting my own. And then I'll have another game in the picture-in-picture, which, like, just to show that. See, so I got it kind of like hidden. It's a little bit smaller. It might be too small, so I will be accepting feedback from the viewers. But that's where it's at and how it looks right now. I think it looks pretty clean with this new border, which I brought the edges in a lot, which helped a lot. And then any other housekeeping before I just start playing the playlist of my pump up jams so that YouTube can clip this from the video later. Let me see, any other housekeeping. Champions Tournament, a lot of diverse teams in here, and you know, the usual suspects you'd expect to see. I don't recognize Pavloved, but I love the name. And yeah, I haven't seen a team yet that didn't look good, you know, so it should be a fun time for everyone. And what else? Dude, it reverted. My freaking audio changed. I just like, why did it get quieter again? This freaking computer is out to get me sometimes, chat. I swear. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I'm going to get back into the music for a bit, put the cover back on, throw the starting soon up, and I'll check back in when the bracket's complete after I've talked to Mega. All right, but enjoy the music if you're here live, and the chat, feel free to get going. Peace out. See you soon.
Do you like his music?
No. heart's beating, my hands are shaking, but I'm still shooting, I'm still getting headshots. It's like boom, headshot, boom, headshot, boom, headshot. Headshot.
What is up, Chatterinos? What is up? How are we all doing today? Wow, can you believe RNG blessing me in first round here? I got one of the 3 buys. That's freaking unreal. So I legitimately get a treasure chest already just for like that buy and signing up because I lose in the round of 8 at the earliest. Hell yes, chat. Hell yes. All right. So enough about me. So I was ready to go, man. I was playing my pump up jams. That last song, Bangarang, literally, I listened to that as the last song I listened to before every single one of my law school finals. And I mean, like, I freaking aced those. So I figure why not try it here? Why not just keep that same thing going? You know? So that's what we got. Man, I do not even know what to do. So so it looks like I'm gonna cast the bottom of the bracket because that was the original plan between me and Mega. So I'll still do 2 games probably. I mean, I got to do Crypto Peer v Dread Syndicate because one of them's going up against me. I'll do Shock Velo v Esper in the other window, though, and we can watch both of those. Oh man, chat, I can't even tell you how excited I am about this tournament in general. This Champions Tournament is amazing. Prizes of up to $1,000 for the first place. Yeah, well, I mean, you're up against Crypto Peer, but be easy. You know, we played a bunch last night, and I know that if you could beat Crypto Peer, you have a good matchup for round 2, man. Because we played a bunch last night. I am happy about the auto chest, though. You're right. Like, no complaints from me at all. And man. And Ibla, I don't know if you guys noticed Ibla's comp. I was checking some of them out as they registered. Sharkules was the first to register right at the time it opened because, you know, it's really just about asserting dominance early. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, got my hand up an hour before everyone else. But, yeah, okay. Ibla is running Priest, right? And then another Priest, right? And then a Knight, right? So people are saying there is much rumor that the tomatoes are dead. The stall comp is dead. I don't know. I think we are going to get some data on that point today. And I'm going to see if I can get a co-host just for this first round. You want to hop up? Because Beave said he was around for first round. So if I mean, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I was originally like, no, I'm going to be in the zone. I'm like not even going to be thinking about streaming. So maybe this is all the game getting in my head so that I ruined that mindset I had. Don't worry, chat. I won't let that happen. I won't let that happen, chat. Wow. This is unreal, though. Fairly stall resistant. What do you, like it could resist the stall, yes, but it also is the stall. With a Knight, you don't have any like finishing potential, even with a 3 turns in a row setup. Like you have to catch the other guy sleeping to get an early kill without the tomatoes. Yeah, stall efficient. Yeah. We're on the same page there, Eric. My guy, we are on the same page. Because that is how we do out here. Okay, chat. How loud I got the game? Probably not very loud, I would assume. I might honestly turn off game music because I don't even have it enabled on this. I got you, Eric. No judgment from me, man. No judgment from me. Wow. Wow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, chat. I'm trying to be in a lot of chats and a lot of different channels right now. Oh man, people arguing because Ibla lent a full squad to his guildmate Brovia. I personally have no issue with that, assuming it's actually Brovia playing and not Ibla multi-boxing. But I don't think it is. Because that, I don't know. I would need to be convinced of that rather than the opposite, that it actually is Brovia. You know? Because that, I don't see why they wouldn't do that. They're guild homies. I would do that. Like, assuming I had the heroes to do that, I would be willing to, yeah. So... What? That's my 2 cents. That's all I got, though. Alright. So, yeah. Peer v. Dread Syndicate. I can't vote because I'm in... I can't vote because I'm in the tournament. But you should go vote. Especially as we get into the deeper rounds of this, ladies and gents. These sponsorships are going to be big. So get out the vote. Use your influence. To save none. Leave no survivors. Get that jewel, baby. Especially in the finals, I'm sure. Yeah, I feel you. No, it would be very difficult to play two at once, and that's why that's why I would need to be convinced of that fact, like that someone was doing that. Cause I'm like, really? Is that really happening? I mean, I could be convinced, but like it would take some convincing. I wouldn't just buy into it off of someone speculating. All right, time to start. Cool. Spectate bout, and then let me get the other one set up. Oh my gosh. I hate when it does this, chat. So from Crypto Pier, we have two channeling archers with the full channel build, but multi-shot at the bottom on at least one of them. Both of them, yeah. And then a priest. I like it. It's pretty aggro, I like it. Dread Syndicate rocking Knight, Archer, Priest. And that priest has one of my favorite combos of abilities in the Kingdoms. And that is Last Stand and Second Wind. So like when the Last Stand procs, you cast the Second Wind. And it's also got a Resurrection to boot, in case you didn't see that one in there. All right. So in the top right corner of the picture-in-picture is Shock versus Vex, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, Shock. Oh, Shock versus Esper. And then in here, left, Crypto Pier, right, Dread Syndicate. As the two archers do a lot of work, but here you do see the Last Stand triggered. So does he use the Second Wind and get half of his health back, even though he's not going to get any heal on the homies? Or does he do something else? Because that... Yeah, okay. The priest didn't have the kill, but now be Easy's turn with the heals. He does have Last Stand, which is pretty effective for like the next turn. He does have another turn before it expires. So he could just use a heal, try to make it through. They do have to channel unless they both cast multi-shot. Does go for the Second Wind. Yeah, dude. Chaos in the chat with the real alpha. I crushed the noob in round one so hard he had to erase his name. It's wild, wild shit out here, chat. Oh, man. Alright, here comes the basic attack following up. Big damage. Another one. Okay, so he opened with sharpshooter. I thought he would have opened with the dead aim. Not quite enough to finish Be Easy through the last stand, but can the Holy Wrath do it? 64 health. Does a lot of damage very quickly out of Pier. Love to see it. He goes for the beacon instead. So he was worried that the Holy Wrath would not get it done. Oh my goodness, is that one just not moving? There we go. Chat. There you go. Alright. Looks like in the top corner we have Fatty Shields on Shock Velo's team, who is double priest berserker. Really interesting composition there. And then Esper running his classic PJ combos with the warrior archer priest, the wop 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 comp. So Be Easy moved his priest into the position behind his knight so that the damage is getting spread now. The physical damage from the two archers is spreading to the knight, 50% of it, thanks to interception. Still lands a crit there, but ooh, here's the Holy Wrath. Blocked by Be Easy. Doesn't quite get the kill for Crypto Pier. And Be Easy's priest here sitting here with a lot of mana. Not sure if he used a full mana, but I don't think so. Probably just a mana vial. Forever Vigilant going out. Gets the hit. Doesn't get the daze. He has a turn here with his archer, though. 296 for Pier's archer. No, uses the heal instead to keep that priest alive. I wonder if Be Easy had... piercing shot would have been sketchy. I don't think he could have done 300 for him. Sharpshooter's coming back out on the side of Pier for at least one of his archers. Maybe both. Maybe both. Holy Beacon again. Now double stacked on that middle archer. Hard to damage through that much healing over time. But Be Easy does have some of his own Holy Beacon, giving him just a little bit more as he adds another stack here, putting him at 2 stacks as well. So same thing that I just said applied to Crypto Pier also now applies to Be Easy. Targeting Vermundus. Vermunda Sowler. Which one's Vermunda? It's the priest. So both sharpshooters again targeted onto the priest, but who is now protected by the interception. There's the first one. Splitting that damage nicely. There's the second one. So now Dread Syndicate Be Easy going to be in a position where 2 people are looking a little chunky, but probably he can heal through it. He's channeling up his own sharpshooter. Yeah, 90% confident, but maybe he's going for the dead aim. I'm not sure. There it is, dead aim. And ooh, we do see a stack of atrophy now on both sides, it looks like. Not sure when that happened, but only 1 stack each by the looks of it. So that means they're taking 1% damage extra. So just to put that in context, when you see one of those massive sharpshooter crits for like 700 damage, the 1% makes it do 7 extra damage. So the number of situations where that buff makes the difference between like winning or losing or killing a hero or not is so small. So I see people freaking out about like taking even just 1 stack of the buff, but at 1 you're not freaking out. So if there's like a time where you really do have a tough option, digging into that last 10 seconds of the shot clock is worth it probably, even though you get that stack. It's not like an all or nothing thing where once you get the first one you're screwed, because 1% really is not what's going to be making the difference. It's once you get higher and higher if you have it tick multiple times. Basic attacks off the sharpshooters going into the back archer for Be Easy, but who is handling the damage well. Meanwhile, in the top game, it looks literally like nothing's happened. There is no, I mean, it looks that way. There may have been potions, but the healers are keeping everyone alive very well. And but the mana on Esper's side is ridiculously still like totally full. So on like multiple heroes. So maybe not a potion. Maybe he's just been, I don't know, playing hyper conservative mana. I'm not sure. The damage from Crypto Pier onto the Dread Syndicate Archer now getting very big. But he's getting the beacon stacked slowly now onto that hero. One there. and a dead aim coming in, targeting Cinzia. I'm pretty sure that's the archer. Pretty sure, 90% confident, chat. Iron Skin out of Be Easy's Knight. Mana looking low on his side. Ooh, another dead aim. Both targeting that archer. So that archer is going to be taking a hit, it looks like, right here for the first one from Iwana Plane Sprinter. Sharpshooter for that one. Ivana, I guess. 453. Man, 454 HP. So interesting. Could be some wreckage, but if he survives that one, Be Easy might be able to get enough heals, and he does have the heal over time there. Twin arrows going out, chunking out both of these archers. 278 left after the holy beacon heal. Bleed taking it down to 256. Oh man, if Be Easy's archer wasn't in such threat range right now, like a holy wrath onto this archer sounds so good. He does have it, but like, ooh, you'd be giving this guy up, but he might still be anyway with this coming in. And there it is, 410, the beacon, not enough healing to keep that guy alive. And I don't, oh, and that was the, or no, his priest does have resurrection though. So his archer could come back into this game. What do we see Be Easy do here in response? Pure, low on mana, does get the daze on that archer, pushing him back a bit on the time bar. Interception still up for just a tiny bit of time. He will probably be able to put it back up here, but that'll probably be his last one with the mana he's got. Ooh, and so we see the channeling begin. Oh, twin arrows from both of them. They just cast the dead aims. Now they're doing the twin arrows. But they're doing them onto the priest. So anticipating the archer in the back needing to be killed by these twin arrows. Really, really interesting here. Breaking the ward. Oh, man. I like moving the knight back here would be crazy, because then the arrows should hit Vermunda and the knight, but you'd be risking Vermunda still, the priest, I think. I mean, not a crit could maybe get it. Boom, that's gonna kill it. I think that's gonna kill Be Easy's archer right here. Shit, there it is, 450, taking it back down immediately after the resurrection. And now the priest in dire straits as well. Checking in on Esper and Shock Velo. I truly cannot fathom what has been happening in this game. I guess mana is lower now on Shock Velo's side. It just updated for me there. It looked like it was all still full. Okay. Basic attack from the priest. Trying to just finish out the game here for Pierre. I am going to switch. Put Shock Velo and Esper here in the bottom, so we can watch what's going on with these guys. And what time do these games start, everyone? I can't recall. 4 o'clock? So normally we would be just at about tomato time in the next minute. But now, because of the extra time between games and the longer time till the start of the tomatoes because of it, we will not see those for another 5 to 6 minutes here. So stall comps, if you're getting to here and it's getting difficult, you're like 2/3 of the way there. Is kind of the effect. So I know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to use. I'm just saying that feels impactful. Just seen these comps play out, especially that double archer did so much damage so fast. But I mean, I will say, burnt up a lot of mana. Man, if Be Easy had been able to just do a little bit more healing, I feel like, or I don't know. It was just like a numbers game, not a tactics game, I feel like. Or maybe even the Divine Barrier, right? But then you're building then that like could screw you against some other comps you're likely to face. So yeah. This is the new anti-stall time control as well. I mean, these two guys, they might be, Esper and Shockfellow might be able to make it to the 17-minute mark, no problem, to be completely honest with you. Because I just haven't looked and seen a big advantage taken by either side on any metric at any point. But I don't think it's for lack of trying. I think it's just, I mean, double priest. I mean, had good luck doing damage into that. But at the same time, I'm amazed at Esper's mana control, I guess is what I'm getting at there. All right. Sudden death in 4 minutes. Oh, I forgot the clock is... You can't see the clock, but I can, viewers. I forgot about it. So in the top right corner of the screen, let me just... We do have the sudden death clock, and it says 3:58 at the moment. So that's how long we have until sudden death kicks in. Did it again. My freaking... I hate my computer. Oh, fuck. Too much chat. I hate my computer. Alright. I hate my computer for messing with my mic volume on its own now for the 3rd time this stream. And that's the system level. Ugh. What are they doing? What are they doing? Be easy, well fought against Crypto Dream. A very difficult opponent. Me, I had to defeat Blank, and Blank wasn't that hard, I gotta say. So it looks like I'll be facing up against Dream, though, in the next match. Let me check in on Ibla and Little Sparrow. We'll get that in the corner as we continue watching the Esper versus Shock Velo game. So... Ibla on the left, Sparrow on the right. Pretty traditional warrior, priest, archer from Sparrow. He's got some good traits on him. I remember scoping him out. Daze, speed, foresight, giant slayer, res, and he's got a stun here. So, you know, a resurrection, giant slayer is pretty good stuff. Meanwhile, Ibla running Graham Cragweaver, Lind Deadgazer. Is this the new hottest priest? Wow. Maybe not, but it's hard to top Graham. He does have Last Stand, though, this middle priest, so that's pretty nice, I gotta say. I like Last Stand on a priest. And this warrior has, or knight, excuse me, has the combo that Be Easy had that I like so much, the Last Stand, Second Wind. So, really, really sustaining composition here out of Ibla in the corner. Sudden death starting up in like a minute 38. Yeah, a minute 38. So I mean, kind of seems like the stall might be able to pull it off in some respect, depending on how you look at it. But note, there is not atrophy on any player in either of the two games. Or no, actually I take that back. It looks like Shock Velo just got one while I was looking away. So across that 17 and a half minutes or whatever it may be, one time he went below the 20-second threshold. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying it's not impactful. It's very impactful because keeping people to 20 seconds instead of 30 makes it so you have to use more turns to stall the same amount of time. That said, you know, I like how this change kind of preserved the ability to play stall. It just raised the skill floor of doing so. Is kind of the way I look at it. You have to do it. You have to make turns faster or suffer a penalty. You can't just like fully brain dead max weight every time. 13 minutes till the next round. I just gotta check, you know, because I will have an opponent, and then I will go into full game mode here in a second. If these games look like they're gonna go past the 25-minute mark, I might just like I might just let them play while I listen to my pump up jams. But yeah, I have a third window where I'm watching the tournament progress bar. Yeah. Yeah. All right, chat. We do see tomatoes coming in. Oh, I lost Esper's game again. There we go. Mana Vial. All right, so Shock Velo finally getting through some of his mana. Esper, though, amazingly high. I wish I could see his potions. Velo has 5 stone left. Does have a heal in the trait. All right, critical aim goes out. Doesn't break the shield. This barrier is very big. Velo running double divine barrier, so also very stall focused, I would say. Just if I had to guess, not that I hate the stall. I just thought it was boring when every single person played it all the time. You know, yeah. I don't know. Be easy. I don't know. It's so hard to say, because like you said, if you'd maybe used the smoke bombs and you remembered you had those, maybe that would have made the difference instead of just the Knight did well. I thought you did a really good job maneuvering him into the right position and moving your other people behind him when necessary. So I thought overall you did well with it. Yeah. All right. Esper and Shock Velo. Velo's warrior almost out of mana. Esper's warrior apparently a stoic who has not used any this game, except for maybe like one gladiator strike. Impressive display of restraint to keep the mana for the critical time when the tomatoes come in against a double priest, berserker comp here. Oh, the berserker not having mana doesn't really matter all that much then. I thought it was a knight from the icon at first. We do see sudden death. Looks like it's about to take down Little Sparrow, or at least one of his heroes. Meanwhile, Ibla, very healthy with his own 2 divine barrier strategy. We see that out of Velo and Ibla here. Esper, the only Eternal Zenith player on the screen, not running it. Unless Little Sparrow is an Eternal Zenith, but I didn't think so. I don't know. 10 minutes to game time for my game against Crypto Pier. Get out there and vote, everyone. 25 Jewel sponsorship. 1.2 million on Crypto Pier. 460,000 on the pay to enter ETH Walker DFKH, aka Sharkules, aka stycksintern, your host, yours truly. Chat. All right, chat. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys keep watching these games. I gotta get some pump up music going for myself though. I just must. It's the way it is, chat. It's the way it is. All right. Pretty happy though, walking away with a chest just for being brave enough to enter the tournament and getting lucky enough to get one of the buys. So a chest and 40 USDC. The buy-in was 360 Jewel, which I think was about 20 USDC, like thereabouts. And then so if I get one win, I get 150 USDC and a gilded chest, and that 150 USDC just like, it pretty much covers like my buy-in and almost all of what I paid for the token from Just, if I'm doing mathly correctly. And then you add in the chest, and it's definitely in the positive. So one win, that's all I need here, chat. I just gotta beat one of the toughest opponents in the game, Crypto Dream from Eternal Zenith. No pressure though, am I right? Am I right, guys? No pressure whatsoever. No pressure whatsoever. Oh, that thing froze again. Edge likes to do that. Big, rapid onslaught out of Esper. Not enough for Shock Velo, though. Anyway, yeah, for real now. I'm for real going to take a break from casting here for a sec. No, not muted. Just taking a break from casting because I got my game coming up in 5 minutes, and these are both still going long. It does look like Ibla's got it. I didn't realize that this had stopped. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. I gotta keep it like prominent, I guess. But it does look like Esper's gonna take this one to sudden death, unless Shock's got some exalted traits. But even with them, I don't know. Esper does have a pretty good spot here. Out of mana with his priest, but maybe he's got a potion, maybe not. It looks like he used a potion on his archer. So if he could get some more kills here, it would make a big difference. Yeah, and the other game ended. Victory Ibla. Alright. Alright. I hate that it's doing that. It's like, I can't just look at my Streamlabs. Esper gonna take this one pretty cleanly. I'm pretty confident. Alright, so now 3 minutes, 42 seconds remaining until Sharkules versus Crypto Pierre. Yeah. Yeah, you want Sharkules? You want a version of Sharkules you've never heard before? You're gonna hate, probably. But here you go, I guess. Let me make sure it's on.
The legends of the underdog. A secret fiends down below. There is only one who is worthy of the ultimate prize.
His fins are the size of a mountain. His eyes are as black as the night. He drinks from the sine-wave fountain. A charity disaster, a blight. Sharkules, Sharkules. He will drink from the spoils of battle. Sharkules, Sharkules. God of the arena. Welcoming every challenge from both arcane wizards and steel. Only in the heat of battle does his cold heart begin to feel. Sharkules, Sharkules. He has dined on the mightiest beast. Sharkules, Sharkules. God of the arena. With his huge coral axe. Sharkules, Sharkules. God of the arena. Yeah.
Sharkules. The legends of the Underdome. The secret fiends down below. There is only one who is worthy of the ultimate prize.
Let's go, guys.
His fins are the size of a mountain. His eyes are as black as the night. He drinks from the sanguine fountain, a charging disaster of light. Sharkules, Sharkules. He will drink from the spoils of battle. Sharkules, Sharkules. God of the arena. Welcoming every challenge from both arcane wizards to steel. Only in the heat of battle does his cold
Oh man, I got bodied there. My seer is so weak. But I did know that double archer would be my biggest hang up. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. You know, chat, things can happen. It's a game of probabilities. Let's see here. Yeah. All right. I'm not muted, am I? Did I turn off my microphone? No. Sorry, I forgot to talk there because I was just thinking about how screwed that guy was. I wasn't saying anything at all, so was not muted if anyone did ask that. Channeling Chioli. Huh. Yeah. This is just being outclassed, ladies and gents. But hey, I got a chest, as I said, so. Sharpshooter, yeah. Both on Chioli. Yeah. I mean, I love it. Going for the days, why not? I don't get it. Did get a crit though. Hey, you know, could have had it. Could have had it. Oh, he's so dead. She's so dead to the Holy Wrath. So dead to the Holy Wrath. Yeah, outclassed entirely, as I said. Basic attack miss. Okay, finally the evasion does something. That's pretty amazing, actually. Wish I had a full health potion. I'd originally planned to bring one, then I was like, no, you have 2 supports, just commit to the mana. And that turned out to be a really dumb idea. Full health potion would have kept my guy alive earlier. It's just what I needed against this kind of comp, actually. Oh, and I didn't use the fucking smoke bombs. I did the same thing. DZ, I brought them specifically for this. That was what I was thinking, and I didn't do it. Ah, so dumb. Why am I so dumb sometimes? I just forgot all about them. But hey, that's what happens. Now I get to broadcast. GG appear. I will just forfeit. Because that just makes sense. Alright, what's going on in the other game? Let's flip to that one. Alright, we have Shock Velo versus Ebola. So this is, yeah, the 2 stalls against each other. This game's gonna go on. Okay. Okay. But like Berserker stall, I'm excited to see. Yeah, no, the smoke bombs are so good. They were literally, that was exactly what I brought them for. Literally. It's just like having a plan and then totally forgetting about it in the moment. Ugh. Do you know what that is? That reflects? You know? Not enough practice. I really need that practice clip, frankly. I just need it. Ebola Shock Fellow. Alright. And then I'm going to switch back to my main one once it catches up. Oh, I did it again, chat. Alright. Cool, cool. I hope everyone is having a good time out there tonight. Getting your influence bets in, which I will be able to do now after this game. No, I can do it right now, actually. Actually, I can just do it in another window. Derp. All right. 4 priests in one game here in our champions tournament. I do like seeing the berserker and the coral equipment like throughout on the knight, on the berserker. It's kind of like they coordinated outfits, you know, so that they wouldn't clash with each other, but they're still showing off the coral gear, different set on the berserker and the knight. See, it's interesting. So the knight is optimizing for defense, longevity, and your ability to like prevent those archer attacks from like one-shotting you by spreading the damage out. Berserker gives you, you know, increasing damage going into tomato time, which is potentially awesome. So I like both a lot as far as like what they're trying to achieve as different implementations of it. Watching them against each other though is just gonna be impossible for me to fill alone. Beave, are you around? It's 420. Beave, I'm gonna send him the link and just see what happens. Okay. Link sent to Beave. I hope he joins me here on stream. Or if I have any other volunteers in chat, let me know. Because I'm buckled in for this one, baby. It's going to be a long ride. Well, that's when he said he'd be here, Karma. That's when he said he was around. So he better get in here. Let me check the stacks. At least there's something I can count here. I got it 12%. So he's hit. He's got the Berserker mushroom. I love to see it. So he's rocking the one where you have extra damage based on your percent missing health. And it's like it gets up to like 40 at 20% health left. I thought something like that. I don't know exactly the formula. But more damage taken on your health bar, more damage you do. That's the idea of the Berserker mushroom. So it's kind of like a deterrent from wanting to attack it, because you only make it mad. And with all the barriers, with the divine barriers, he didn't go the barrier, opting instead for the bacon, holy beacon, continuing to shine in these tournaments. Priests on priest violence. Someone said priests are dead, and all I see is holy men, you know? Okay. Okay, so Beave was just apparently lying to me earlier. He said he now says he's at his dad's. Unbelievable. You coordinate with a guy, you think he's serious. Unbelievable. The shield's getting very big on Velo's priests as these divine barriers continue to stack. He's at 687 on both of them. Makes sense. They haven't taken any hits on their own. Wow. So yeah, 1838 or something like that. Effective health. But remember, tomatoes do 100% pierce damage. So the effect of that is that their damage is doubled against barriers, because barriers take, or I don't know exactly why, but I'm pretty sure that double damage against barriers is the ultimate effect. So despite the, you know, the huge girth of that health bar, once the crowd damage starts to tick down, it begins to get eaten away very quickly. The barriers, meanwhile, oh yeah, so I guess without the damage mushroom, he doesn't care as much about the barriers. Interesting to go Berserker. I feel like getting something where you could keep your high stacks and high health would be really optimal with this team. But I don't know. The way with Berserker, you kind of have to like bob and weave a little more so that you don't heal just before you attack if you have taken some damage on your Zerk. So it can just do more, be more effective. I mean, I like it. I think this is a fun comp idea by Shockfellow, like really fun. And personally, Berserker has a, you know, special place in my heart. Because it's just classic Berserk like theme. I take more damage, I do more damage. Oh, hell yeah, Karma's. Nice. New home. Next time. We got this. Sudden death in 3 minutes 19 seconds. No atrophy stacks for either player, so they're keeping it under 20, but only barely. It does look like, with a little bit of latency, it looks to me like it begins to hit, or it hits 10, or it begins to for most of the turns. But Ibla going quickly there, definitely not playing into the stalls, even though his damage output is, shall we say, negligible. Does not even have the Mighty Strike on the Knight, for instance. You know? That's what I'm talking about. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing, to be clear. Just noting it. I would expect him to play out the clock a bit more, but he's not. So respectable play, you know? Not wasting people's time. I do like that. Shock here. Thinking about it. Oh, Beeve's in. Oh my god, yes, life is good. Hey man.
What up?
How you doing? Have you been watching these games at all?
Yeah, I have. Well, I was driving home for part of this, but I'm not even home yet. But I thought I'd hop on.
Nice, thank you. I appreciate it.
I actually didn't know that's what we agreed to, but you know that's what you get when you're scrolling and you're dog ass tired. So
You literally said I'll be there at 4:20, and I was like, sweet. If I lose, you can hop in. That's like.
I thought I was okay. I thought I was talking about just like watching the stream, but that's cool. It's all good. So how's it going? Mythic Squad got kind of gutted early a little bit, huh?
Well, yeah. I mean, I got bopped by Crypto Dream, which was not surprising to anyone.
Not,
I'm pretty
because he's pretty dang good.
Yeah.
So.
But hey, no, I got a chest though. Mission accomplished.
There you go. Snuck in there, got a chest, and I'm out. I love it.
It's gonna have another Sharkules Vizzy chest in it. I know it.
Watch you get the only two. Wouldn't that be awesome? Set the market.
I mean,
1 billion.
I mean, dude, don't tempt me.
Loaders.
Set the market on that PFP.
Yeah.
Using the Vizzies as a PFP image is the coolest aspect, or I should say one of the coolest aspects of having those. I have it on a level 10 though, a Berserker. I want to find a good level 10 tournament. I got a pretty good comp for that, I think.
Nice.
Sharkules is the main reason I think that.
Yeah.
Shockfellow's shields are so huge. He moved his Zerker here to the middle so that the Knight couldn't damage it anymore.
Are the double archer team still holding up?
No, I mean, that's what bought me. It remains to be seen whether it'll beat something like we have here with Ibla and Shockfellow, but we will see that next round. Let me pull up another window here just so I can check the timing on that. So we have 13 minutes, sudden death starting right now. 13 minutes till the next round. We do see that Super Bowl Oh, cool. Is beat Brian the Lion. Hitmember is playing off against Pavloft. Crypto Pier beat me, and then is playing. So yeah, we have double Archer from Crypto Pier against either one of these guys is like a double Priest frontline. So that's what we're gonna see in the next match here.
Okay.
I mean, if 91 Karmas, if what he said in the Discord chat to me before the game is true, then Dream should wipe the floor, but we will see.
Okay.
I mean, personally, I hope Karmas is right. So Beeve, man, you been building any heroes, or have you heard anything about what Mosh and Ironbelly are doing? What are they up to?
Yeah, I'm feeding a few in there too, but yeah, they're going crazy with the acquiring what you need type shit and like leveling some crazy heroes. You know that level 6 team they had with all the second lives and resurrections?
No, I did not. I gotta check that out.
There's like 5 total exalted traits on the 3 heroes or something like that, right?
That's awesome.
And I was like, crank that up to level 20s and let's run that back. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. But like the thing is though, if they have crazy good health level ups before like a low level, like it might be better to just keep them at that level, you know, because then you're risking becoming more average.
I don't know. I mean, everybody says it's risking it. I just end up throwing it back in the old traditional pit and see where that goes. But
oh no, I get that. I'm just saying, like, I have a warrior hit 10 with like 650 health, which is pretty high for 10.
Yeah,
and I don't think I want to level it to 20. I think I just want to keep it as a 10.
Yeah, that would be nice because it's probably in rare company at that level with that high HP.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I probably have some up there too. I gotta keep going through it. Ironbelly and Mosh are helping me right now, so so we're gonna get through some of these.
Very good. With the power of 3, you guys will be able to kill it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Got my new glasses in today too. Finally, they were fun.
Oh, that's good. I'm happy to hear that, man. I know it sucks when you don't have your glasses.
When you're as blind as me, it really sucks. I had them, but you know, I looked like I was showing up to the 5 o'clock free crack giveaway, but they were like hanging off my sideways at work and stuff. I was just like, God damn it. But you know, the problem is fixed. What's up, Kong? What's up, Ironbelly? Have you been checking in with chat? I can do that.
Yeah, I have been. I haven't in a bit since Ironbelly started talking, but I was letting you talk. Dude, I just wanted to check out these staffs really quick. Every priest in this game has a coral staff. We got 30% chance to cleanse on crits. Crit heal chance by 3% on that one. This one has
Ring pen. Okay, carry on.
3. No, you're good.
Okay.
This one crit heal 4. So Ebla does have a crit heal 4. That does appear to be a bit better. Like a bit, 1%. 3.5 on this one. And increased block by 15. That looks good. So Ebla getting really nice with these stabs. I really like these. These things are excellent. You know, I can't say that enough, frankly.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Critical heals are massive.
Yeah, well, especially with this Blessings of Light, the critical heal chance. So you get what's his crit chance at? It should show it on here somewhere. I thought it did, but maybe I am just blanking on where the critical heal chance is.
Dude, I'm exhausted, Pope, by the way. I've just been working a lot lately. I haven't even showered after work today. This is what you get. So
big damage coming out. We see now from the tomatoes doing a few hundred at least to both the barriers and starting to break triple digits to the raw health. Shocked Vela still has some shields up. Ebla has a little bit lower health, but mana bars wise, Ebla has much more on his priests and 11 stones still left. And really, in a game like this, where you have these mirrored up against each other, the contest is who, you know, runs their mana more efficiently. And I gotta say, it appears that Ibla's doing that right now. We got 8 minutes till the start time of the next game. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah,
what's the most cracking Vizzy combo besides yours that was in this tournament?
Well, I always am a fan of the Fabletica Metis Vizzy with the second-hand pants that we see on Ibla's middle priest here. That one's one of my faves. But who else? I mean, Crypto Pier. I can't remember how he had his dressed. Top of my head. I think he was showing off his dank armor partly. It's part of it. I've seen people showing off their armor a lot and not rocking Vizzies. I don't think Pier had any on. Yeah, it does. Unless my UI is lying to me, he didn't have any on, but it could be lying. And then Esper's got his classic setup, I feel like. So I don't know. Hey, yeah, really, that's the only other one that I've seen aside from the ones I was rocking.
Yeah,
top of the bracket might be different though. Mega's covering the top half of the bracket.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. So there, whatever games are going on up there, I guess. Maybe none are still going on. Well, I can claim my rewards now. I can vote. Yay! Okay, cool. Hitman Burt versus Super Bowl. So those are decided.
Damn. This train going by and it's like shaking the whole house.
Yeah, so Mega is going to cast that one, and then I'm going to bail this and go join his chat.
Okay.
For the finals.
All right.
But you don't have to hang out if you don't want to, if you're busy. I know you're tied up. I appreciate you coming on for a bit here.
I'm just going to watch. I'm going to spectate and enjoy, so hopefully not too stally, and then we'll have a good time, you know what I mean?
Well, the real test is the next game on this channel right here.
Okay. All right.
Crypto Pier versus the winner of Elo.
Until then, aloha.
Aloha, Beave.
All right, guys. Take it easy. Mythic vibes.
End stream. No, I lied. Yeah, Beave really helping me through a dark time there. I wish I could see Ibla's man. It looks like Shock took an atrophy. You hate to see it. All right. We're seeing really big damage numbers there. Environment damage for 343, 227, 275. About the same. Or maybe that was the same one it moved down. Either way, though. Big numbers out of it for both sides. Shock doesn't have the blind rage, which I thought he would. It just seems to make sense, I think, with tomato time. You know, you might land a sweet crit on one of them randomly, and then boom, tomato hits and they're dead. You know, and if you're going for this double priest anyway, just, I don't know. That was just my thinking there. Shock now. All of his heroes getting pretty low. Ibla still has that healthy middle priest. An unfortunate sudden death could spell doom for Shock's team. Goes for the Holy Circle. Double crit. 461 times 2 for a total of 922 damage just between the front and the back there, as the sudden death then comes in and says no to Ibla's front line and back line, as Shock appears to be taking this with the double priest berserker against the double priest knight. Another crit there. Holy Circle crits are just juicy, are they not? Can Ibla heal himself enough to snatch victory here from the jaws of defeat with Last Stand active? Man, oh man. We do have heal over time effects still running on the Berserker as well. We lose both of the priests for Shock. The heal over time hits. Wow, that was a big evener. Even everything right on up there. And you want the Berserker to be able to do some damage and really ensure that you get the kill here. But with Hot Potato contingency a threat, even at 374, He uses the resurrection instead. Recall, chat, that. He brings you back exhausted. It did put him right here at the front of the line. But he can't cast a heal, at least not yet. If he has potions, he could use those. I'm not sure. Ibla has... He's at risk of death. Ooh, pass turn. Pass his turn. Sudden death procs. It does not. It kills Shock's Zerk. It does not quite finish Ibla. But now, Shock can finish off Ibla's priest. And take the game, I think. Unless it's got a second life that I'm not familiar with. It could. He goes for the Holy Circle. Why not just claim the win there? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But the sudden death gets it anyway, so it doesn't matter. There it is. Shock with only his Berserker left alive. Getting it. Alright, and we are just in time. 2 minutes remaining for this next game. Hitman Burt versus Super Bowl. And Crypto Pier versus Shock Velo. We do have the double archer versus the double priest. The true test. I'm putting it on a cool Super Bowl. Ooh, thank you for the donation.
Message.
Appreciate
LFG.
it, fam. Let's fucking go indeed. Hell yeah. Mythic vibes in the chat. Super Bowl. This is what? An entirely Eternal Zenith finals? If I'm not mistaken. Because Okul joined EZ. I saw that announcement. Pierre did 2, I think. I'm like 90% sure. Yeah, so yeah, I'm at 100%. All EZ in the semis and plus. That's got to feel good for them. I respect it. That's nice. Well played here. I mean, yeah, Pierre dominated me. So that's the one we're going to be watching, of course, here on the bottom half of the bracket. After this game, my stream will in fact terminate. And I will be going over to Mega Stream. Just a heads up. And in we go. I really want Pierre to win, if I had to be honest, just because I would rather, if I had to build a team like either of these and like go through the struggle of getting heroes with these good of stats combined with these good of traits, I would want to build one like this. But at the same time, I respect the difficulty in playing this and how even with this new later tomatoes, it is still turning out to be effective because the atrophy is, we're not really seeing players take on atrophy. But will that hold out? Assuming Velo wins here, will that strategy work out in the finals where it doesn't start for another 5 minutes after that? He is gonna look to burn the whole 2 minutes. I'm not surprised. That is like what game theory says you should do. That is what game theory says you should do, chat. Dun 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 da da da. I think we see a divine barrier. I really hope Pierre's just like blow up time, blow up city, death to priest. 55 decks on this archer. It's actually like, wow, nice. Like not quite as good, but I could field 2 archers comparable-ish, like a few stats below on decks. I thought he had like the 70 plus. That's really impressive from Pierre here. I like his comp a lot. What's the priest looking like? 56 whiz, 37 int. Good stuff. Man, I would love to see this comp win here. No offense to Shock or Ebla or anyone playing this stall. I just would love to see this because I'm biased and I like playing this. All right, with barrier out, we do have the first dead aim targeting the middle priest. So maybe trying to bait the what's the word I'm looking for? Interception, so that he can then set up the twin arrows to do super fat damage to the knight, or of course going for the 2 squishies, both good as well. We'll see what Pierre decides to do and how Shock responds. Oh, this isn't a knight. I keep forgetting. It's a Zerker. So none of that to worry about, but he does have res. Okay, so you don't have to worry about interception. Man, I forgot that this wasn't the knight. Okay. Ibla was on the left last time. That's why. Howl. So Intimidate going out does land it on all 3. So 20% damage reduction. Cutting out 1/5 of it. Will it be enough though? As I'm sure after these sharpshooters, we're just going to see some focused. Or was it dead aim? Or sharpshooter? I can't remember now. Dead aim. So broke the barrier and then some. The double barrier. And then 458 there. So a lot of damage going out. And with both of them being dead aim, he's now set up to use twin arrows. Front, middle, or middle, back. Either way would be very effective. Twin arrows, just for context, the math with when you have the combo with dead aim, it's essentially like you're doing 2 sharpshooters at once. It's the same exact damage calculation as sharpshooter, but to 2 heroes. So really, really effective, really good. And there it is. We see it targeted onto Hutton Thorncatcher. That's the priest in the middle again, who was targeted the first time with the dead aim. I would wonder if we see Shock respond by moving him to the back or something so that he doesn't get both the arrows, but I don't know. Because the rock, paper, scissors of it all is maybe knowing that someone will do that, you target the front, like the middle and the back, so at least one of them will hit to prevent someone from negating both, which is technically possible if he moves this guy to the back. But will he do it? I don't know. Big damage about to come in either way on this guy who doesn't have any barriers. Big miss there from the Berserker. Berserker at full health, getting no value out of the Berserker Mushroom for killing until you get deeper into sudden death. But remember, Shock does have extra lives. At least 1 res, I thought. Or maybe just extra life. Pierre here with his priest turn uses the speed. Nice. Okay. Getting him extra turns here, maybe to use a Holy Wrath at a pivotal moment. Keep people alive, but not like he's taking very much damage to begin with. He swaps. He does do it. He does do it. And a miss. And a miss. Ooh, Pierre not feeling good about that one. So what happened there is Shockfellow swapped positions with his back archer to the middle so that the twin arrows targeting this guy who's now in the back it would have hit this guy and the guy behind him, but there now is no guy behind him. And so we should see that happen here. Boom, 584. If that first one had hit, he'd be like, if it had hit for the same exact amount, he'd be dead. But still. So like I'm saying, like he could have killed both of his priests if he hadn't moved him. And it made that miss, that one miss, so much more impactful. Really well played there by Shock. But Crypto Pierre can likely respond with something. He does have the channeling build with multi-shot at the bottom. I'm not sure how much his multis get him. Drops a basic attack, gets blocked. Ouch. Does have the speed though, and like I said, there's not much for him to heal, so makes sense. Sudden Death still 10 minutes away, just for that counter in the top. We see a heal trait come out of that middle priest. I mean, I would love to see Pierce set it up with the twin arrows on the alternating back people, so that you're like, even if he swaps one, you're gonna get 2 hits with at least one of them. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that. I do like that he's not attacking the Berserker, though, and giving him damage. So here comes the dead aim. Where's he picking, guys? Where's he picking? Arnstein Smith, the now Middle Priest. And with this one, also Arnstein Smith. So removing that barrier, it looks like, and setting himself up for another Twin Arrows combo. We do have, note, 1 atrophy stack on Shock's side. I don't know when he accrued it, but he's got 1. Otherwise, the player's been keeping it under 20. 1% extra damage. So on that 500 damage hit we saw, would have added 5.8 damage. So not huge until you get into sudden death, where the effect of adding a new stack is doubled. And basically, I think 3 or 4 stacks generally is where it starts to become like really noticeably impactful. And then if you let it go higher from there, of course, it'll just get out of control, especially with sudden death hitting you. But 1 stack, not the end of the world. Now we get to see these cute turtles. Well drawn by the right team. Well drawn. Howl gets the Berserker's mark on the front archer. Ready to go Berserk. Can't ever do it, though, because the Berserker Mushroom can't trigger at the beginning of your turn if you're at full health. It has a 0% chance of sending you Berserk if you're at full health at the start of every turn. And that percentage is dictated by the amount it goes up, the more health you are missing. There goes the dead aim. Boom. 488. These massive barriers getting chunked through as they boom. So that was 2 sets of barrier broken through. Equivalent to 934-ish, I think, is what the Berserker has. It was similar to what that guy had. Maybe a bit higher, but either way, busting out about, I'd say, 900, a little over 900 maybe damage on that turn into the Priest. Now, what do we see him set up here? Bacon in. Oh, so pre-baconed. Setting up the healing overtime effect before. Now here comes the twin arrows. First one targets, I think that's the front guy. Yeah, first one targeting the front guy. Now it's Velo's back priest's turn. Mana Vial into the middle priest. And also that leapfrogs him over the next archer turns. I think he would have been fine against this twin arrows, but it's still a pretty solid leap. Notice Pierre's priest is chilling at full mana. Kind of crazy to think about. He has been doing damage very efficiently in this game with these channels. Is starting to get close to the bottom of his mana bars, though. But with a full set of priest mana, maybe you're willing to use something on Archer. Swap positions. Okay, so the guy with the barrier is going to take the 2 hits. In the backside of the Berserker. Berserker is probably just going to eat it all with his shield at 934. We're going to see it barely break, is my guess. But this back guy only has a 407 shield. So I think we could see big damage onto him. 51, first one does break through the shield. Second one now comes in. 501. So yeah, as anticipated, we broke the front guy's barrier entirely with a little bit of cherry on top. 600 HP on the middle priest. And the Holy Beacon comes in now with 2 stacks. And now it's his turn, getting that 178 extra heal. He's at 1,000 out of 1152 health. Pierre's mana looking tight at this point in the game. Oof. It's tough because, you know, your archers are almost out of mana. Velo has used a vial at one point. So what does Pierre do? Because using mana on your archer, mana vials, is like giving up potential healing later on. But as I said, he's done a really tactical, good job here of keeping his mana high on his priest. That cleansing gift there, just taking it down from full. So there it is. First we see one, but does he do another one? I would, maybe. Shock. Using another double divine barrier would be very costly to both of his priests. His back priest here wouldn't be able to cast, like, would only be able to cast it. Oh, there is a mana vial onto the back one. Shock, of course, recognizing that his strategy is going to put him in some danger there. I bet we do see him renew the barriers. They've been working well. He has the healing over time already running where he needs it to top everyone off. There's a little bit missing on the Berserker. Sudden death in 2 minutes 48 seconds. All right. Do we see a spore-coated blade come out? No. Another howl. Gets the intimidate up on the 2 archers where it matters. Healing over time, topping up the priest. Barriers. One more mana vial or health vial left in the tank for shock. I know that Pierre just used 2. I'm not sure whether he's used a 3rd or something else that would prevent him from it, but I don't think so. So I think they're tied on stone weight, on yeah, like stone weight kind of utility remaining. Still only 1 stack of that atrophy on Shock's side. Minute and a half left till sudden death begins. The divine barriers are going back up. He's got the double bubble on everyone. Dead aim. Who are we dead aiming at? The Berserker. Intriguing. Very intriguing. What do the priestess do? Cleansing gift. Nice. Hyper mana efficient play here from Crypto Pierre out of his priest, recognizing not much incoming damage. With the Berserker using support abilities like Intimidate, and the other 2 heroes having no method to attack aside from basics, and all of their efforts focused on healing up your onslaught from the archers. Mana vial. So, alright, Velo, Shock, uses his last mana vial there. Both of his priests now have quite a bit. He can keep up the barrier. But doing so, he'd run out of sustain pretty quickly. So maybe he starts saving it for Holy Circle. Maybe he's just pre-beacons. Oh, nice. The beacon good, topping off his Zerk as the damage is coming into the Zerk. Makes sense. Yep. So healing up the little bit that was left over after the shield went down. Nicely done between the archer's turns. Next one coming up after 2. He has this turn with the priest. Amnesia 4 on barrier, so you can't use that. Probably see another beacon to get the double stacks in. Oh, was that the Wild Frenzy combo? Looked like it. And the tomatoes have started to fall, ladies and gents. Berserker did get a bleed in with that combination, but at the same time, this does trigger the Giant Slayer, which it probably was active already against all of these enemy heroes before. Or no, 1185, maybe not. Yeah, it looks like it was, actually. Regardless, twin arrows confirming. Yep, they're targeting Siobhan. Oh man. So I don't think they can one-shot this dude, and what we've seen before is kind of breaking down the divine barrier and then landing another hit, leaving this priest with like half health. Do we see that repeat? Dead aim. Oh no, we're not at twin arrows yet. We're just at the, maybe he's alternating now? Wait, I thought he cast a twin arrow. He did, so kind of alternating now. Intriguing. Only 29 MP left on the front archer after this turn. All right. Shock has a heal left. The tank doesn't need it right now. Could use a beacon, but he's already at 2 stacks. I take that back. Probably doesn't need it, especially with the turn coming up here. Looked to me like he might have got an atrophy there, but no, game says no, so just latency. Berserker. Man. Why does Shock got to do this to me? I want to see a Berserker advance, but I also want to see this double archer advance. Wild Frenzy combo. Berserker doesn't have any more of those left in the tank with no mana. Sudden Death starting to do some damage, but nothing that Pier can't deal with, even though it comboed nicely with the Zerk attack there. And so we see twin arrows onto the Siobhan, and yeah, I think the other one's also targeting Siobhan, the Berserker. I don't know how you actually pronounce that. I'm just going to say Siobhan. Let's see. Swapping positions. All right, so the middle. Okay, so his less manaful priest is going to be taking the twin arrows hit. Is the thought process there. Big damage though coming in. Man, if these were lined up together, would have probably got the kill, but now Shock will have 2 priest turns. Does this priest have any mana to be effective 36? He can cast 1 more cleansing gift, and he's used his heal, and then he has a cleanse. So that's all that this middle priest has left in the tank. This back one recently used a potion. Now after using that holy circle, down to 149. Sudden Death coming in, starting to get a little bit higher now. A cleansing gift might, I don't know where to use it. Probably, it's a tough call. But he uses it onto the Berserker. So twin arrows comes. Crit for 757. Good night. Doing just enough over that cleansing gift, triggering this second wind, or second life. So now, if he takes out the Berserker, he removes another exalted trait from the table with the resurrection. He's busted through the second life there. Only 1 second life, not 2. Berserker, though, with this low of health, could go berserk. Oh, 8 health remaining. A basic attack here puts it away. Be a holy beacon, double on that front archer, keeping it alive. I don't see why not. Why give him a chance? Like, why keep his damage dealing thing alive? Unless maybe he thinks he could kill something else, but... Oh, he's exhausted? No, he's not. I was looking at the Zerker. Basic attack it is. 104. Now the 2 priests have their turns. We have 1 divine barrier usable, and then basic attack, or a cleanse, but yeah, nothing to cleanse. So Is it barrier or circle, maybe? There's the circle. No crits, but gets his back guy to basically full health. Sudden death now coming in. Ooh, one more of those could be lethal for Esper unless he gets a chance to heal. 9 seconds left, or 9 seconds before a atrophy takes down. Shock might decide it's worth it to take the extra 10 seconds, try to get a sudden death before he has a chance to heal. Pass turn. Pier. In the attack position here. Has enough mana remaining for probably like one more attack. Multi-shot. It is. Onto the front. Priest. Sudden death triggers. Ooh. No, not quite lethal for Crypto Pier's team. As his healer is now up. And I think he's got the Holy Circle ready to go. There it is. No crits either though. But still, he should survive one more sudden death. And with Shock only having this Priest, yes, he has ways to heal himself. But now Pier's going to have 2 Archer turns and likely a sudden death hit in this time. And he could secure this kill. Even just using the basics. But I don't know, he might be able to use another multi-shot. I'm not sure exactly how much mana that costs. And I don't have an Archer over here to compare. Certainly he can do something with this guy. Crypto Pier. Ooh, big crit there with the heal for 600, taking him all the way to full. But now, healing over time, getting that first Archer up. 861 health to work through. 382 crit with that first multi-shot. Does he have enough mana left for this one? Or do we see a basic attack? Or a trait, if there's any trait. Heal! Heal trait onto the Priest. Slick move. Now the Priest. 54 mana left. Really one big heal remaining. Oh yeah, trying to get that sudden death trigger. Or maybe not. Okay, there it is. Holy Wrath instead. 306? 206? Sudden death happens. Oh man. 308. And with Crypto Pier, 2 heroes standing remaining. The stall comp has been outstalled by the DPS comp? What is this madness? Crypto Pier taking it though in spectacular fashion. Well played by both opponents. And with that, we are on to our finals here in 5 minutes, chat. So, I'm going to end this stream and I'm going to go to Mega's stream. Coming to your stream. We have Hitman Burt versus Crypto Pier in the finals. And the All Eternal Zenith semifinals. Go check me out on the Jeweler's Chip Crypto channel for the finals. And we're going to have a damn good time together. Chat. All right. All right. Going to give it a few seconds here.